it's Corey and Vanna White from ESPN 1380. This is the Blind Luck Bracket Challenge. We will now pair you up with one of these 68 teams listed here that are currently in the field of the 2012 NCAA tournament. The first team is the number 8 seed Kansas State in the East region. And our very first qualifier will be Justin Flores from Janesville. You are riding Kansas State through this tournament here. The 10th seed West Virginia is being given to Mark Natheri of Janesville. Colorado, the 11th seed in the South, will be going to Patrick Gallagher of Rockford. The 16 seed Western Kentucky, they are part of the first 4 games on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Holding your breath.
You're getting movie passes. Brian Rudolph of Beloit. You're taking Western Kentucky. Lucky you.
Sorry, Brian.
Hey, you won water park passes and get movie passes.
Golf and snappers.
If they pull up a historic upset,
a
16 has never beaten a 1. But you got good stuff anyway.
That's not one of the play-in 16s, then, is it?
That is one of the play-in 16s.
Well, there you go.
But you're winning movie passes pretty much regardless.
Yeah, that's happening.
All right, our first legitimate contender, Michigan, 4th seed in the West region, is going to Dan Lathrop of G. The 10 seed Xavier, always a nice little underdog pick, goes to Bruce Samuelson of Rockford. The 3 seed Baylor.
Ooh,
this could be a
could
good
be a
one.
Final Four team.
They made a run last year.
Maybe.
Mark Spain and Winnebago. Baylor Bears are yours. The number 1 seed Syracuse.
This is early.
Here we go.
This is early.
I'm not a big believer in Syracuse, by the way.
No?
Just throwing that out there.
I think you're okay.
Not a big believer in Syracuse, but VJ Majerus of South Beloit hopefully is, because he is paired up with the Orange. The Wisconsin Badgers. Here we go.
Wow. All right. What's the lose in the Sweet 16?
Lose in the Sweet 16, you get gift cards to Sneakers Sports Bar and Grill.
There you go.
In Janesville. Nick Horkin of Milton, you get the Badgers. Belmont, 14 seed in the Midwest region, goes to Lisa Hughes in Beloit. Duke, 2 seed in the South, could make a championship run. Would you say so, Hannah?
Oh, yeah.
Hannah thinks they will.
Thank you, Hannah.
Goes to Brian Angrigut of Detroit, 15 seed. Good luck to Jason Deal of Janesville. 15 seed Loyola, Maryland. Goes to David Edwards of South Dakota State, the 14 seed in the South region.
Aren't they the Coyotes?
Sure. Chad Lax of Fitch, Kansas, 2 seed in the Midwest. Bob Harmon of Beloit.
The bracket is filling out nicely. We've got a lot of these left. Holy cow.
A chic upset pick, Long Beach State, the 12th seed in the West region, goes to Jake Narup of McChesney Park. Cincinnati, 6th seed in the East, goes to Scott from Beloit, our loyal caller who loves the Big East and big fan of Notre Dame, now has to root for Cincinnati to do something. And Notre Dame is our next team. Just missed out, Scott. Steve Reimer of Beloit will take the Irish, the 7th seed, as far as they will possibly go. The Indiana Hoosiers, the 4th seed in the South. 3 Big Ten teams occupy the 4 seeds.
And our last one right here. They're all going to be snatched up right away.
Brent Mulvey of Poplar Grove, you 16 seed LIU Brooklyn, the 16 seed in the West. You get movie passes, James Mounts of Rockton.
What's that last name?
Mounts, as in Mount.
You okay over there?
Anna and Stacy, our promotions director.
The peanut gallery can't handle them.
And Temple, 5 seed in the Midwest, goes to Kenneth Fletcher. 16 seeded Lamar. They are in one of the first 4 games coming up Tuesday and Wednesday. Goes to Matt Heyerdahl of Beloit. And just to make sure you're all clear, we are doing this. We are recording this so no one screams foul that we are pairing up BJ with Syracuse on purpose or anything. It's completely random. So if you get stuck with Lamar like Matt Heyerdahl here does, you see us do it. So you aren't saying, oh, well, what's the point of you being a part of this? You're having fun. So. Creighton, a usual upset pick year after year, the 8th seed, goes to Jeremy Quackenbush of Beloit, by far the best name in our field. Jeremy,
can we get him an extra prize?
Quackenbush. We're gonna get you a sticker for having the best name in this field.
Better than Mounts.
Better than James Mounts. Sorry, James. New Mexico State, one of 2 teams from New Mexico. They are a 13 seed in the South. They go to Barry Sushomol. Get a better last name, Barry. Suchomel. 7 seed Florida in the West. Goes to David Lindner of Alabama, the 9 seed, who won the football championship. Probably won't be winning this championship. But Bree Lewis Ebling of Rockton, you are taking Alabama. Iowa State, who somehow makes the field. Congrats to Iowa State. Goes to Angela Horkin of Milton, I believe. Husband Nick is on here somewhere as well. He has Wisconsin, in fact.
Where's Iowa State?
Angela gets 8-seeded Iowa State. Our second number 1 seed of the draw, North Carolina, goes to Clinton Bones. Lehigh, the 15 seed from the South, goes to, they usually show up in the tournament about once every 2 years, and then they flame out in the first round. So best of luck, Pat Ballou. How about 16 seeded Vermont? They're in the one of the first 4 games in the Midwest region.
We're really getting a lot of people to just tune out of this video early, aren't we?
It's true, but we're leaving some suspense with the number 1 overall seed. Michigan State, Missouri. A lot of people think that they can make a run. Marquette Golden Eagles are sitting right there too, but Matthew Heffing of Madison in UNC Asheville goes to John Nelson of Beloit.
Is that with an N or with an H or no H?
There's no H, Van.
Thank you.
He actually just commented on our Facebook as well, asking for a 1 seed.
Oh,
Swinging
how
a miss.
unfortunate. You asked and you received the exact opposite.
John.
14 seed Iona. They are in one of the first 4 games. They are playing to play Marquette, I believe. They are a 14 seed. Steve McMahon of Rockford gets Iona. 9-seeded Southern Miss. Didn't know they were in the field until just now, frankly. So best of luck to Jason Deswarte of Beloit. 11 seed Colorado State goes to the lucky Dean Brovick of Janesville. UNLV, the 6th seed, goes to Matt Marbury of Janesville. 9 seed St. Louis from the West region goes to Rhonda Brown of Rockford. New Mexico, the 5 seed in the West, rounding out our New Mexico duo, goes to Michelle Micheli, representing the MAC with pride. Ohio, the 13 seed in the Midwest, goes to Matt Fredericks of Janesville. The Cinderella from last year, VCU. They are a 12 seed. They don't have one of those annoying first 4 games to deal with this year.
Maybe the last year they have their head coach.
Very true.
Probably
Illinois is
last
probably
year,
calling.
the Shaka's there.
Jeremy Tim of Janesville gets. We're back to a contender.
Are we just out to make everyone mad
We're
today?
going to alienate.
You're taking jabs at people. Hannah's over here singing and taking jabs at people.
Stacy's too nice to take jabs at people.
That's true. I don't know if you're talking about Missouri or Ohio State.
I'm talking about Ohio State, a Big Ten fan.
Yeah, if Jared Sullinger knows what he's doing on a given day.
A Wisconsin fan might be rooting for Ohio State to go very deep in this tournament. David Rudolph of Rockton, you have the Buckeyes. And we're back to not having contenders. Our final 16 seed on the board, Mississippi Valley State, in one of the first 4 games, goes to Tom Alderman of Janesville. The Virginia Commodores, the 10th seed in the West. They're the Cavaliers, now that I think about it. They're the Cavaliers. That's the only time during the course of this I try to whip out a mascot name and I get it wrong. Mike Michelier. Thank you for that last name once again. Mike's from Loves Park. The 2nd seed, Missouri, they are the Tigers.
You like them a lot.
Got that one right, and I like them a lot. They're physical, they can defend, and they can shoot.
So that's like the greeny kiss of death. If Corey likes them,
It's true. So my apologies to Jeremy Johnson. You get a very, very good team this tournament. BYU also playing for a shot to play Marquette. They are in the first 4. They are playing Iona. They are one of 2 remaining 14 seeds. Jason Beer of Janesville gets BYU. The 15 seed Norfolk State goes to Jeff Coburnet of Loves Park. Harvard, the 12 seed.
Does Jeremy Lin play there?
Harvard. No, he does not. Not anymore. George Argentino gets Harvard. He's from Loves Park, not from Harvard. Rounding out the 14 seed, St. Bonaventure, winning the A10 tournament championship yesterday. Very solid game by them, St. Bonaventure. The Bonnies got that one right. Dale Brown of Rockford. The number 1 overall seed in the tournament,
Wow.
Kentucky, goes to, here, it's a big one. Let's have Hannah draw this one.
Wow.
This is a big one.
Blame Hannah. You don't get it.
Dave Kotema of Janesville gets the Kentucky Wildcat. Davidson, 13th seed in the West. Chad Bexvort of Georgetown, 3 seed from the Midwest and from the Big East. Joe Rhodes of Beloit. Playing the Wisconsin Badgers in the first round, 13 seeded Montana goes to Steve Porter of UConn, the defending champions from last year. Do they have another run in them? Aaron Thomas of Janesville. Purdue's 10 seed from the Big Ten and in the Midwest goes to Heidi Hansen. NC Stacy's favorite team, Gonzaga, the 7th seed in the East, goes to Pete Drozdowicz of Janesville, a terrific Florida. The 12 seed playing in one of the first 4 games is our next team that we're drawing.
Remaining seed.
So that's the lowest remaining seed. Todd Van Skelvin of Roscoe.
I don't know if I spelled that right.
Not even close. We'll address that later. 7 seed.
Sorry, Todd.
St. Mary's going to Chris Smith of Whitewater. San Diego State, the 6th seed in the Midwest, going to Paul Cole, Texas, 11th seed in the East. Jeff Adis of Beloit, 5th seeded Wichita State, goes to Mike Zarko of Whitewater. 4 seeded Louisville. Louisville goes to Philip Walker of Springfield.
Did you just say Springfield?
I did say Springfield. Our final remaining number 1 seed, Michigan State.
How many people in this do you think despise the Spartans and Tom Izzo?
Probably about 60 to 70% of the people do.
Okay. I wonder if this person does. Who do we got?
Doug Schleisman of Beloit gets to ride the Spartans as far as they can possibly go. 8-seeded Memphis, sans Derrick Rose, have been meh. But they're an 8 seed, and a lot of people like them in that 8-9 matchup, and to maybe do an upset or 2. Ron McCallier from McChesney Park. 3rd-seeded Florida State going to Larry Adams of Beloit. 5th-seeded Vanderbilt knocking off Kentucky in the SEC championship game goes to Mark Ryan of Beloit. The Murray State Racers are going to Mike Duncan of Loves Park. 2 teams remaining, our very own Marquette Golden Eagles and NC State. NC State is our second to last team, going to Lucas Nels of Janesville. That means you're home for Marquette basketball, ESPN 1380. The final team in our Blind Luck Bracket Challenge goes to Lonnie McCallier of Durand. And that's our field, ladies and gents.